Good job. Good job.
माँ ने हमको प्यार किया है कितना, कम करेगा इतना. No other love can equal that of a mother for her child. 9 महीने उदर में रखा जब दुनिया में आया. She carried her child for 9 long months and finally introduced him to the world. She would never hesitate to provide him with all comforts. Singing sweet lullabies to the rhythm of her gentle tapping, she would put her child to sleep. माता की ममता ऐसी बड़ी है, सागर बड़ा है कितना. Mother's love is as boundless as the ocean itself. कम करेगा इतना. No other love can supersede the love of a mother for her child.
उधर मेरा जब दुनिया में आया, उधर मेरा जब दुनिया में आया. सर्दी लगेगी चादर उड़ाकर, सर्दी लगेगी चादर उड़ाकर, संका दूध पिलाया. कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना. माँ ने हमको क्या किया है इतना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना. धपक धपक सुख से सुनाया, गाकर सूरना भजना. धपक धपक सुख से सुनाया, गाकर सूरना भजना. बीमार पड़े जब वैद्य बुलाकर, बीमार पड़े जब वैद्य बुलाकर, औषध पान कराया. कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा जवान भई जब शादी करना तब तक प्रेम न छूटे। जवान भई जब शादी करना तब तक प्रेम न छूटे। माता की ममता ऐसी बड़ी है, माता की ममता ऐसी बड़ी है, सागर भरा इतना कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना। माँ ने तुमको प्यार किया है कितना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना। माँ ने हमको प्यार किया है कितना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना।
How are you? Even myself.
endow us with knowledge and power. May you, omnipresent, omnipotent being, shower your blessings all around us. We bow into most powerful and supreme being. You alone are the omniscient one whom we feel within our hearts. We will call you and you alone the true one. Your will is truly revealed in the Vedas will be obey and preach. We will be truthful in thoughts, words, and deeds. You are our shelter. May you protect us who study and contemplate your divine nature, who speak only the truth, so that our understanding may be firm in your will and never turn away from it. Your will is truth and righteousness. That which is contrary to your will is untruth and unrighteousness. May you again shelter and protect us. O God, be merciful and grant us our prayer, for which we shall feel ever and ever grateful. Let there be peace in the upper regions, in the middle regions, and on earth. Family members, friends of the family, and all persons who are present here this morning, we are here to pay our last respects and to honor a very beautiful soul that lived in this body. We come to know as Srimati Savitry Sankar. She was Dharapatni, the wife of the late Gauri Sankar Maharaj. This family of Gauri and Savitri, they had 5 children: Videsh, Vinod, Shakun, Varun and Prabha. And the extended family, and I would call her, as I always did from day one when I met her, I called her Mausi. Mausi is a mother-in-law, grandmother of 19, great-grandmother of 20, and a great-great-grandmother of 2. A full life indeed. I first met her Diwali 2002 at the Dhyana Memorial Vedic School, when I began conducting Sunday morning Havan at that school on Diwali. And I've always been a very close member of this family, sometimes even considered as family. Devotees, friends, children of the family. The present circumstances of saying our farewell under these circumstances indeed is a stressful one. But at the same time, all of us present here, we must adhere to all the protocols, take all the precautions for our own welfare and the welfare of our families also. We must act responsibly for our own safety and the welfare of all. Today, we human beings are living in the blinding darkness of ignorance. O God, let the lamp of your knowledge shine so that we can select the true path. We are rolling in darkness, God. Show us the path by shedding your reassuring light where we walk and blessing our eyes with the ability to see and to select. O Divine Supreme One, O God, we are your own children. You have blessed us to inherit the bounties of this world. And we come to you time and time again, O God, asking you to help us in our times of need. We are the privileged ones because we have the ability to think, to speak, and to act. We have the ability to choose between right and wrong, good and bad, etc. We pray that you bless us, O God, that we, all of us, would enjoy the peace of a very happy world. Ajande चमका दे भगवान। भक्त करे हम राह दिखा दे भगवन राह दिखा दे। भक्त करे हम राह दिखा दे भगवन राह दिखा दे। कदम कदम पर किरण बिछा दे भगवन किरण बिछा दे। इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे, इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे। ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। हम तो है संसार तिहारी, प्रभु संसार तिहारी। हम तो है संसार तिहारी, प्रभु संतान तिहारी। तेरी दया के हम अधिकारी, प्रभु है हम अधिकारी। दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी। ऐसा दे वरदान, ऐसा दे वरदान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। As we join in prayer and devotion, and as we ask that divine supreme being to be in our hearts, to be in our mind, and to be in our consciousness, we pray for that divine supreme being to help us to overcome this stressful situation of the loss, or the separation rather, not the loss really. This transition of the Atman that was once in the body of Mausi and has now left this body. We ask God to be kind to us, to be gracious to us, and to be merciful unto us, to help us to deal with this particular situation at this time. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadrantana Asuva ॐ हिरण्यगर्भसमवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जाता पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथ्वीन्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ यात्मदा बलदायस्य विश्वा उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवा यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्यु तस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महितवत् इन्द्राजा जगतो बभूव यैषे यस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ येन द्यौरुरा पृथिवी च दृढा येन स्वस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ प्रजापते नत्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यकामास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो वस्तु वयं स्याम पथयोरयीनाम् ॐ सनो बन्धुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानस कृतये धामनधैर्ढयन्ताम् ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयोनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज जुहुरानमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ति नम उक्तिं विधेमा O self-effulgent being, all holy and of all things, lead us to the path of goodness, to prosperity and knowledge, and keep us away from evil deeds. To achieve this end, may we always contemplate your divine nature and be always happy. Friends, family members, devotees, at this time we now have the eulogy, which will be read by Victoria.
Namaste to family and friends. Celebrating the life of Savitry Sankar, also fondly known as Pain, who was born to the parents of Dwarka, Prasad and Rukmin on the 2nd of July 1935 at Abdul village by the Siwala temple. At the tender age of 14 years, she got married to Gauri Sankar Maharaj. She lived most of her life with her husband in Diamond village, then moved to Mahesh Road. From that marriage, she had 5 children: Yudesh, Varun, Shakun, Vinod, and Prabha. She was widowed at the age of 37 and became a single parent. She worked hard to support her children in all their endeavors. She was a good businesswoman and loved gardening very much. She was a great cook. I especially loved her baigan choka, sahina, and flour takari most of all. She loved clapping and singing. She enjoyed family gatherings very much. Although the circumstances are sad, I am still happy to see us together as a family, here to show our support to each other. I know Grandma would be happy to see all her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren here together as one. I am sure she can feel the love that each of us here have for her and the fondness in which we hold her memory. Even how our friends and members of the community come out to show their love and support. I just want to say thank you all. The thing about my grandmother is that she was always kind, always giving, and loved to see others happy. She always liked to feed everybody. One of the many memories we all share, on a Sunday especially, she loved cooking for her children and making shares for them. She would stand by her back door calling really loudly to each house for someone to come collect their share. Her Sunday special was peas puri, baigan and aloo, and sweet rice. Eat it while it's hot. Another thing I always admired about my grandmother is that she loved all her grandchildren. It is amazing to see and think that we all descended from her. And if it wasn't for her, most of us won't be here. My Uncle Baron told me that he remembers as a child, Grandma grating coconut to make ice blocks for them and making bread and drops in a barrel oven. Another memory shared with me by Auntie Prava up until recently, when she visited Grandma and she picked up the Vedic Upasana to sing. Grandma knew all the words to all the songs, and even when she stopped, Grandma would continue to sing. I remember Grandma always calling out to my cousin Nisha to come polish her finger and toenails. It was always red nail polish. Whenever Grandma needed anything done, you would often hear her calling out to Sugary. We all know who that is, right? Verondra. Grandma, if you are here in spirit with us right now, I just want you to know that we love you very much. Although you have reached your sunset on earth, your memory will live in our hearts forever. Although you have reached your sunset on earth, your memory will live in our hearts forever. We may no longer see you, but we'll always have these wonderful memories together. You will always have a special part in our hearts. Let's just be thankful that we knew a special lady like my grandma. Thank you.
धन्यवाद बेटी वेल त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बंधना मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृता ॐ त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बंधना मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृता ॐ त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धना मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृता मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृता मृत्युर्मुक्त्यमामृता O God, Hey Ishwar, we regularly contemplate upon you because you are all just. You ensure that there is the correct balance between right and wrong. You ensure as we sow, so shall we reap. Trayambakam, the three qualities of the Divine Supreme Paramatman, full knowledge and awareness of the past, full knowledge and awareness of the present, and full knowledge and awareness of the future. The Trayam Makam, which is the three eyes to see. God is seeing everything at one time. Our devotion is our irreversible undertaking to follow our divine guidance, our inner voice. When we lie down on our beds at night, and we give thanks to God for what we have achieved during the day, thanks to God for seeing yourself through that day, as terrible as that might have been. You thank God for that. God tells you, get up in the morning, that's the inner voice, and we'll do this all over again. Only this time, we'll do it better. We must do our utmost to strive for our spiritual and social growth in order to attain the fullness of life. Pushti Vardhana, the fullness of life. And to spread the fragrance, Sugandhi, fragrance of our good thoughts, our words, and our deeds. And like a ripe melon, when it is ready to separate itself from the stalk, as the Atman of Mausi has separated from this body. The Atman is like the melon, the body is like the stalk. Goes to the place where the consequences of all her actions will take her to. Which spreads like an aroma, listening to Victoria. We all can understand the jolly old lady she was in her early years. What a lovely Atman that exists in such a beautiful body. And that is the aroma of a laughter, of a buoyancy and a joy that you have. But she achieved that through walking on the path of dharma, righteous living, being separated from the love of her life, her husband. She was left to bring up lovely children. She had to acquire wealth, earnings. She did it the right way. She also enjoyed that wealth the right way, having satsang on a very regular basis. Never missed a beat in satsang. Calm, the right enjoyment of what we realize, what we look for. And then, hopefully, to attain moksha. When the Atman leaves the body, we all hope that we enjoy blissfulness in the bosom of the Divine Supreme Being. Life isn't only about being rich, or perfect, or better than anyone else. It's about being real and about being kind. The kind of kindness which the blind can see and the deaf can hear. It's about giving more than you take, and most of all, it's about loving, and loving selflessly, no strings attached. Whatever she gave, whatever she do, she gave it lovingly, no strings attached. You see, friends, life is a small gap between birth and the transition of the Atman from the body. Birth meaning coming to the world. So in this gap, you have to make the best use of it. Be happy and try to make others happy. Enjoy every moment of your life. This family is experiencing the separation of someone who's very close and very dear to them. It's hard when you miss someone. But you know, if you miss them, that means you are lucky. It means that you have someone special in your life, someone worth missing. And the singular purpose in life is to be happy, really. We often seek this in elusive commodity, in things, adventures, relationships, whilst we will get some sort of happiness almost every time. It is temporary. Some more temporary than others. Mousie would have been a single parent for quite a long time, and she stayed the course. I'm sure she would have preferred not to be a single parent, but the situation allowed her to perform the kind of karmas that are equal to or even better than most complete families. Mousie, she set the example for her children and their families, meaning grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren, by leading the way with the practices of a noble and godlike values. Looking at her, it must be as a result of her faith and trust in God. She was always in her glee at Havan and Satsang, celebrating life. She celebrated her life well. This is my version of mercy. And like everything else, is fleeting and perishable. What was yesterday is no longer today. What is today is no longer now. Therefore, unendingly, the wheel of the world keeps revolving. The pageant says that this world is like a plant. It is at one time blossoming and bearing fruit, and at the other it withers only to be born again. Everyone comes into this world is finally brought to an end by time. The rose of life is watered by one's actions. It spreads and it becomes fragrant. A woman becomes united to each other in this world on the basis of our past karmas have placed us where we are today. And our present karmas and our future karmas will take us to the next place. The fact that this world is not an illusion but a stark reality with which one has to live, make it all the more important for each one of us to learn the true art of living. Kal raha so aaj na, aaj hai so ab nahi, chakra sansar ka घूमत सदा इसी बात ही, कल रहा सो आज ना, अरु आज है सो अब नहीं, और है ना छोर है जीवन लता अद्भुत सदा, फूलती फलती तथा मुरझात फिर नूतन भये, कल रहा सो आज ना, अरु आज है सो अब नहीं, कौन आया है यहाँ सब काल रहने के लिए, कर्म सींचे फैल थी सुरभित हुए जीवन कली, कल रहा सो आज ना, अरु आज है सो अब नहीं, नार नर साथी यहाँ सुख दुख अपनी भाग से, लोक भी मन कला है सीखनी, कर रहा सो आज ना, अरु आज है सो अब नहीं। पत कमल पानी रहे फिर भी कभी मोहे नहीं। मानवता था जीना यहाँ आसक्त भोगन में नहीं। कल रहा सो आज ना, अरु आज है सो अब नहीं। धर्म को पहचान लो, अरु कर्म योगी होय लो। ईश को नित नेह लो, बस और दूसर है नहीं। कल रहा सो आज ना, अरु आज है सो अब नहीं। चक्र यह संसार का घूमत सदा इसी भात ही। कल रहा सो आज ना, अरु आज है सो अब नहीं। अरु आज है सो अब नहीं। अरु आज है सो अब नहीं। And just like the lotus flower that resides, that is born out of the muddy waters, when it blossoms at the surface, it remains uncontaminated. So too devotees, when we live in this world, and we know we are living in a contaminated world, so much of deceit all around us, falsehood all around us. But yet, we must make every effort to live our life according to our dharma. Recognize the good in falling righteousness and become a person of yogic disposition. Love God constantly, O devotees, for there is no one else worth loving. And this time I would like to invite Pandit Chidi, who has been a long-standing member with this family, a long-standing member in this community, who have known this family closer than I would have for many, many years before I became to know this family. I would now like to invite Pandit Chedi to say a few words and to offer his sympathies and condolences. Pandit Ji.
Pandit Ji, officiated Pandit Chandra Bahadur Prasad, Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. Matri means mother, Pitri means father, Acharya means teacher or teachers, and Atithi means invited or uninvited guest. And we should treat all like devatas or devis, divine beings. We'll never talk about mother and father. You see? As Pandit rightly mentioned, had it not been for our grandparents, our parents, we would be here. So we owe a duty towards them. You know? We have a divine duty towards our parents. Because they did all the best to bring us up in a very good environment. And I would like to really reflect upon the life of this lady who passed away here today, or a few days ago, Srimati Savitry Sankar. Well, I joined the Arya Samaj in 1960. And then I used to do Havan for this family. I just can't remember if I alone did the funeral service of the late Sriman Gauri Maharaj, the father or the husband of Savitry. But at that time I was working with the late Mr. Narayan Prasad. And he died, I don't know if it was a heart attack he got or something. He wasn't sick, nothing. I was quite a young man yet. And died more than 50 years, I'm sure for that. Because I thought I didn't marry that time. And since I married, I make 50 years already. So just imagine, she alone with these children, to be mother and father. It wasn't a joke thing. And those days things were not rosy as today, were not in pandemic as nowadays. Money was scarce. And she worked very hard. One of the things I know, this lady and the boys, especially Varun and Lori, they used to sell in the market. And that market was no easy work. I could tell you about that. They had to work day and night in that, just to survive. Because they are making much money in that, you know. Just to survive, you have to do something, and she held out to that and brought up all her children in a very good manner. I could tell you again, I used to come here and do Havan for the family. For Varun, Yunesh, the mother, all of them. I used to come, I carry a weekly or monthly to do Havan for them. Then when Pandit started the Havan in the Island Memorial Living School, but then they had a group there and they used to go there. So just imagine how this lady trained her children. That is one of the greatest things for a mother to do. See? Not only sending them to elementary school or secondary school or university, but train them in such a way that they mold their character to become good human beings in this society. You know, so when you're a good human being, you will shine like a light amongst other people. Well, look here, this, I forget the correct name, Lord. He's a yoga teacher now. You see? So she has left a very rich legacy for us to follow in life. And this is what we must think about, how a human being is supposed to live in society today. Today we have some people living, they may be very affluent, have money, but very selfish. They live a very selfish life. They don't want to mix with other people. And this is what this family always mixed. They had the edge here. They gave the edge here. And they were religious minded people. Well, this pandemic come, you know, and what happened. So I would like to sing a song or whatever you may call it, or like that, about mother and father and children. So before that, we chant this mantra again. Om Vishwani Deva Savitry Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadrantana Asuva. So in short, this mantra says, O radiant divinity, cause of all manifestations in the universe, remove all evil from us and endow us with all that is noble. So the first thing here now, the mantra is saying that we should try to remove all the evil thoughts or emotions that we have in our minds. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, matsara, ankar, lust, passion, greed, envy, enmity, hatred, animosity, malice, jealousy. See, these are unwanted qualities that we have sometimes in our minds or hearts. So the mantra is emphasizing to remove all these things And how you remove these evil qualities, these negative qualities. One is to be in satsang or in worship. If you run by yourself, that God will guide you. So we pray to God to remove all these evil from us, and then to endow us with all that is noble, that we must have good thinking in us. Don't think evil of anyone. There is a mantra we do in the last, it says, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Dukkha Bhagdhani. That, oh Lord, may all be happy. So you wish none evil. When I say all, they may be all of God's creation, you know. Not only human beings, even the animals. You have dogs, you would like the dog to live a healthy life. You carry to the vet and whatnot. So even the lower creatures, you pray for them that they should live a happy life, a good life. And all human beings. So that all may be happy, all, you know, and enjoy a good life. Yeah. So this is what Vedic teaching is about. It's not a selfish teaching. It's a universal teaching. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudha means this entire universe. Kutub means family. And we accept it. You know what the Vedic concept is? The brotherhood of man and the fatherhood of God. That God is a divine father. And we all are his children. Irrespective of your caste, your color, your creed, your race, your nationality, doesn't matter. Once you are a human being, no matter what race you may belong to, we all are like one big family. And that is the only thing to bring peace in the world. And it is a very difficult thing to get people to agree to that. Because no, you are Kuliman, or you are African, he's a Christian, there's a Muslim, he's a Hindu, so you make division. So you see that is the trouble in the world. We making division. Even sometimes in immediate family, when the head passes away, there are big fight for property. Yeah? That's happening in my village, so I could tell you about it. Alright, let me sing this. Alright, so my Jesus, the voice is so good because God is cool at it. Lelo, do I ma bapaki, oh lelo, do I ma bapaki, sarase utarenge gathari, papaki, lelo, do I ma bapaki. गोद में माँ की आँखें खुली जगह देखा बाप के कांधे चढ़ के गोद में माँ की आँखें खुली जगह देखा बाप के कांधे चढ़ के सेवा बड़ी न होगी कोई इन दोनों की सेवा से बढ़ के इन दोनों की सेवा से बढ़ के ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की हो ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की दुख सहना माँ बाप की खातिर फर्ज तो है एहसान नहीं दुख सहना माँ बाप की खातिर फर्ज तो है एहसान नहीं कर्ज है इनका तेरे सर पर भिक्षा या कोई दान नहीं ओ भिक्षा या कोई दान नहीं ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की सर से उतरेंगे गठरी पाप की ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की माता पिता के चरण छुबे जो शारधाम तीरथ फल पावे माता पिता के चरण छुबे जो शारधाम तीरथ फल पावे, जो आशीष ये दिल से दे, भगवान से भीता ली न जाए, भगवान से भीता ली न जाए। ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की, ओ ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की। सर से उतरेंगे गठरी पाप की, ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की। No, really, this is for the children while the mother and father is alive. But it's a lesson for the younger ones to follow. It said, take the blessings of your mother and father, for in so doing, you will succeed in taking off from your head the burden of sins you recently felt. In your childhood, you are fondled in both your mother's lap and your father's shoulder. Here he says, no duty in the world supersedes the duty towards mother and father. So this anti-ST sanskar, that especially the sons, if you don't have sons, the daughter could do it in Vedic custom, right? But you have sons, and if the daughter wanted to join, they could still join. So, no duty in the world supersedes the duty towards mother and father. So this is the last you can do for your mother. This anti-ST sanskar, the last rite. Right? So you do this with love and devotion. Sometime in a family, oh Lord, well, I don't like to say this thing, but I'll have to say it. Brother and brother not talking. Recently I did a funeral. And you know what happened? The father went and two sisters. We did it in bedroom. And he had two brothers. They don't talk at all with them. I say, oh, look at that. I don't know what they're fighting for. They're fighting for the things that they cannot carry when they die. You know, that's the material things. One land, one money. See? So that is the trouble today. Fighting for material things, which you could only inherit for a few days, I would say, and you have to leave it and go. You have to know what will happen to it. So this is what he said, no duty in the world supersede the duty towards mother and father. Leave no stone unturned while serving mother and father. Whatever you do for them is no charity but a sacred duty. This is the duty of children, to serve their parents in love and devotion and get their blessings. So don't believe now, like in some Hindu custom, they will do arti and they'll put a set of flowers and come and bow to the feet of the person who passed away and ask for forgiveness. When the person is alive, you wouldn't go and ask for forgiveness, that you could put your hand on your head and say, I forgive your son or daughter. When he's dead, then you will do that? What nonsense is that? Yeah, so leave no stone unturned while serving mother and father. Whatever you do for them is no charity but a sacred duty. Remember, they did the same for you in your childhood. Who took care of that baby when that baby was in her womb for 9 months or whatever it may be? She had to live a very strict life to bring forth a strong and healthy offspring. Right? So remember, they did the same for you in your childhood. And that debt remains to be redeemed. So we are indebted to our parents. And this is the last of you forever. See, after this, you want to do memorial distribution. But this is the last. So do it with love and devotion among the brothers and sisters and other family. So as I told you, you have like some, no, they're not taking part. Then you come in here, you couple. Anyone who touches the feet of their parents, thereby honoring their wishes, attains the fruit of fulfilling the fourfold purpose of life. This is the most important thing here. We have fourfold purpose of life. What are they? Do we know them? Here it says, dharma, arth, kam, and moksha. These are the four fruits of human striving or existence. Whatever blessings parents give to a deserving child cannot be denied its due fruition even by God himself. So God cannot interfere between parents and children. You know that? So this is why we say Matri Devo Bhava. Your mother is the first God or goddess, as we will see. This is the one to mold the character of our child or children until they become an adult. See? So this is the responsibility that this lady had, both as mother and father. So it was no joke. So this, she has left a very rich legacy for all younger people to follow in life and for us to follow. I only hope and pray that you do this with love and devotion for her, because she was a very kind and loving person. You know, I was here, as I told you, every month I come in to do her one color. We have jug, I come in, special occasion I come in. So you know, to say I don't know the family. You know, I know all the family very good. And this is why when I get a message, I say I have to come to this funeral. I was coming yesterday and they said, no, today. I say that. All right. Well, I don't want to keep it back. I want to. We have a mantra in it after we perform the Havan. We say, Om Vaso Pavitra Masi Shatadharam, Vaso Pavitra Masi Sahasratharam, Devaspa Savita Punatu Vaso, Pavitrena Shatadharena Sukva Kama Duksha. Now, the translation says, by selfless actions are all things maintained. By selfless actions and by maintenance of the eternal code of morality do we attain purity. Hear that again? By selfless actions, right? Maintenance of the eternal code of morality do we attain purity. May we find an example of selfless action in the countless forces of nature. May you, O self-effulgent one, maintainer of the countless forces of nature, lead us in path of nobility and unto the true scientific knowledge as contained in the Vedas. So this mantra is telling us or hinting that we must do selfless service. Don't only do things for yourself alone. You see now, they have four very important principles in a Vedic custom to achieve these four fruits of life. So the four fruits of life, dharma means righteous way of living, arth means wealth, just accumulate your wealth to righteous method, no cheating and robbing and whatnot. Then kam, enjoyment of life. You must enjoy your life in a righteous manner also. Yeah, you must enjoy life. Then the next is moksha or salvation. And to attain that, we have four principles that we're supposed to follow. Satya shouts daya or dan. Satya means truthfulness, that we must try and become truthful in our thoughts, words and deeds. Shouts, internal as well as external purity, purity of thought, words and deeds. Daya means compassion. And that's a very important thing. This is why you see in this pandemic, so many people give out some hambas or whatnot, donation of different things. Even vaccine we get donated. Well, so daya, we must have compassion on other human beings to help. Then dan. Dan means whatever charity you could give. So not only food and clothes is charity. Knowledge is the best of all the charity. Vidya dan maha dan hai. That is what. So when you give somebody, as Jesus Christ said, don't only give a man a fish, teach him how to fish, and he will fish it by himself. So don't only give hampers and handouts. Teach them how to work for it. And you see, people getting very lazy in this country. They don't want to work for hard to get things in life. They want handout money. And Vedic custom is, why do you think God gave you these hands, strong hands, feet, well-functioning body and a well-developed brain? You can work for yourself and make somebody of yourself. Oh, thank you very much. Before that, I should say it first. Om Sana Bhavatu Sana Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. O Lord, may you protect us and enable us to serve each other with love and enjoying the fruit of this earth, gain strength together. May our learning make our life glorious, and may we bear no ill will, no hatred, no envy, no enmity towards anyone. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Thank you, Panidin, for this opportunity. I only hope I don't take too much of your time. All right.
Thank you very much, Padanji. I guess the memories with this family went back so long. I guess it would be understanding of me that you would need to share some of the times and the wisdom that you would have shared with this family. All of them indeed have been better for the times that you would have spent with them, this family in Howard and Satsang. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला. We come into this world for a short time, and this time the Atman of Mausi has transitioned from this body, having lived for figuratively 2 days, enjoying her life to the best, sharing the values of her Atman, of her soul, with all whom she came into contact with. And today, she is leaving part of her soul with her children, and her grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and others. And all those who would have come in contact with her, part of her remains with us. At this time, I would like to ask Sri Gyan Rambugan from the Tatatriya organization just say a few words. Ask him to be short, please.
Sitaram to each and every one of you. On behalf of all the members of the Tatatriya Center, we'd like to extend condolences to Prabha and the entire family. We all know Mama very well. She has been on a lot of our satsang. She has met Swamiji a couple of times. And whenever you see her, she will always have that love and that happiness to see you, to receive you, and also to feed you. I'd just like to sing 2 lines of a bhajan and then I'll hand over to Pandit. I know most of you know this song, so please join with me. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का ढोल किनारा हो, और कोई न केवनहारा हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Ram Naam Satya hai, Ram Naam Satya hai, Ram Naam Satya hai. Thank you, Pandit ji.
Thank you very much, Bhai Ramlogan. As we prepare to take Moxie out to a final resting place, Shantitiram, the shore of peace, members of the family would like to say the final farewell. They will be putting some flowers and garland and whatever else they wish to put. We would like to begin at this point in time so we can have the bhajan, and after which when the bhajan finish I will continue. We can start to have all the members of the family to come and make their final view of the whole year of Moxie.
परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा अब कर ले मिलन अब कर ले मिलन अब कर ले मिलन का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन एक प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे ओ
We have some flowers remaining. Those who would like to come and put a flower, you can do so this time, or we will just put it in. Thank you.
प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संकल्प
I'm not disturbing anyone, but I need to say a few things. There are some protocols and some restrictions based on this COVID, but just a few people can follow the procession from the home to the shore of peace. Just as about 10 people maximum. Right, that's the protocol. So at this time, if there's anyone who would like to view here for the last time, can do so. In the next minute or so, we will be taking Mausi from home to the shore of peace. And I'd like to ask those who would assist in taking her out to come and stand at her side at this time. You want to go so far? You are not young people, you know. I mean, if I say I want you to get this, all right. When you hold facing me. All right. You hold facing me. That is what I'm going to hold. So when you hold facing me, I'll tell you when.
Yes.
Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturbharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Om Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Om Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Om Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Let's join together in chanting. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Prabhu aaye Sharan tumhari. Prabhu aaye Sharan tumhari. Prabhu aaye Sharan tumhari. Prabhu aaye Sharan tumhari.
Yeah. This inside. Go down. Right. Đang chọc gầy vào rồi. Good set, buddy.
How about 5,000?
There we go, 5,000.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Put more than that, right? Go, go. Give me all the empty one. Take two.
Come, Caro. Eulogy.
नहीं बात
You don't have none of these?
right down far on the chest put some here more sides on the chest tu block for di bawah. If you want that.
I want you brownie and okay. I want you brownie.
Okay. One more side on the chest. Yeah, 4 more on the chest. Okay. More side on the chest, right? And then the kapal here. Okay, kapal fire here. Okay, so. Alright.
I know you were a no give the other left. I will go.
You Baba.
Ready?
Yeah.
Put some chemical.
Right.
Put some.
Put dip some more gear.
Put some here and there. Put it in now. Yeah. All right. A little bit again. Right. Yeah.
Collect with the join with the
Yes,
joiner?
of course.
Yeah.
That's
No, but you just can't collect. You want to collect.
अनुमतये स्वाहा ओम स्वर्गाय लोकाय स्वाहा ओम सूर्यं गच्छ चुर्गच्छ वातमाता धियं गच्छ गच्छ पृथिवीं च धर्मणम् आपो वा गच्छ यदि तत्रे हितमूषदेषु प्रतिष्ठिता शरीरै स्वाहा जो भागस्तपसा त्वं तपस्वतं ते सोचि तपतु तम् अर्चहि व्यासे शिवस्तो तान्वो जातवेतदे स्थाभिर्वहेनैः सुकृतां लोकं स्वाहा ॐ अवस्त्रीजा पुनः ॐ अग्निवर्म परिग्रोभि व्यस्य साम्प्रोष्णु वा भीसवा मेधसा च नीत्वा दुष्णुर्हरसा जहिर्षण्योदग्रहि तिक्षयं परञ्जयते स्वाहा ॐ यं त्वम् अग्नि समाधासतमोन्लिपाय पुनः इयं भवत्र होतदु पाकदुर्ववल्क्यश स्वाहा ॐ स्वाहा ॐ पितृव्य स्वाहा ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा ॐ अन्तरिक्षाय स्वाहा ॐ वायवे स्वाहा ॐ दिवे स्वाहा ॐ सूर्याय स्वाहा स्वाहा ॐ चन्द्राय स्वाहा ॐ नक्षत्रेभ्यः स्वाहा ॐ अद्भ्यः स्वाहा ॐ वरुणाय स्वाहा ॐ नाभ्यै स्वाहा ॐ पूताय स्वाहा ॐ वाचे स्वाहा ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ चक्षुषे स्वाहा ॐ चक्षुषे स्वाहा ॐ श्रोत्राय स्वाहा ॐ श्रोत्राय स्वाहा ॐ धर्मणः आपो गच यदि तत्रेति एतम् ओषधीषु प्रतिष्ठा शरीराय स्वाहा ॐ सोम एकभ्य पावते कृतामेक उपास्ते येभ्यो मध्यो पावके कांसी देव गच्छति गच्छतात् स्वाहा ॐ चित्तपूर्वे रीतसाता रीतजाता रीतवृथा विष्णे तपस्यो यम तपोचम् अपि गच्छतात् स्वाहा ॐ तपसा ये अनाद्वे श्यास्यस्तपसा ये स्पर्यायु तपो ये चक्रे महस्तांसि देव गच्छति गच्छतात् स्वाहा ॐ ये युध्यन्ते प्रधानेषु सूरसो ये तनु यज्ञः ये वा सहस्रदक्षिणस्तांसि देव गच्छति गच्छतात् स्वाहा okay, 3 times ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा
Somebody hold it.
Are you all right? Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir. Boleh luang. Baru kalau sah. Just put it inside. Om Shanti Antarshagam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Shapanti Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Regi Om Shanti